Hello, Brody, Santa, and Violet here with part 2 of our PBL, Workplace Learning in the K-12 sector in the form of professional development days with a focus on the return on investment. Today we will walk you through the ROI that is used in the K-12 sector along with the rationale. Then we will highlight some of the challenges and successes of this approach. We will also briefly discuss the range and use of technology for PD days. So let's get started. The return on investment within the public education system in the K-12 sector is not measured in dollars. Through a professional lens, we see that funds invested in carrying out professional development days show a return through the success rate of educators' performance as a direct result of student achievement. The Ontario Ministry of Education dictates that 3 professional development days are regulated as mandatory per school year, and that 1.5 to 2.5 of those days must be devoted to student achievement in mathematics. Up to 4 additional professional development days are allowed with an allocated budget. The rationale is simple at the surface level. A monetary return is not the end goal, unlike the expectations in other sectors. In fact, Frank and Hoyvey explain that outcomes like student citizenship, higher graduation rates, or increased lifetime earnings and career options are the motivation behind budgeting for professional development days. To reiterate, student success by way of teacher education is a sought-after return. To add figures to this rationale, let's look at graduation rates in Ontario for a demonstration of ROI based on the goal of student success. From 2004 to 2016, 4 and 5 year secondary school graduation rates have increased by more than 20 points, skyrocketing from a mere 62% to approximately 83%. The Ministry of Education explains that means approximately 217,000 more students have graduated than would have if the graduation rate had remained at the 2004 level. This phenomenal climb in graduation rates speaks volumes to the rationale for the return our province is seeking in their investment to education and the need to continually advance teacher knowledge through professional development days. Through the blending of more experienced teachers with those who are less experienced or new to the field, the setting of professional development days can enhance skills, reduce performance variations, and encourage a unified approach to the responsibility for their success as educators. Based on the aforementioned notion that absent dollar values assigned to a return on investment for PD days, the challenge then becomes proving its worth on paper. Monetary expectations are null and void when considering the current deficit our province is running. Overhead expenses are minimal as PD days are held at the schools, and any costs incurred for administrative supplies are standard consumables that are used throughout the school year. Challenges from the professional standpoint come into effect when the professional development does not resonate with the teachers, and therefore the delivery of their instruction does not improve. Similarly, administrative staff need to improve their leadership skills learned from PD delivery over time, where that ripple effect will be felt by staff and can lead to complacency. According to Frank and Hovey, this approach is successful as it allows those responsible for initiating PD days a clear picture of teacher knowledge capacities based on student outcomes. Educational achievements are the gains that are measured. Monetary ROI analysis should be used to help decide the most cost-effective programs for implementation into the school year. This will ensure the greatest academic return on investment, according to Frank and Hovey 2014. When professional development is successful, educators are engaged in the process of analyzing the learning challenges of their students, which impacts the overall achievement of the educators themselves. This is the epitome of educator success versus the almighty dollar. Student learning and achievement increase when educators engage in effective professional development, focused on the skills educators need in order to address students' major learning challenges. Currently, when looking at informal PD days in the K-12 sector, there is limited usage of technology. In fact, many PD days often utilize predominantly face-to-face interactions with group activities and/or discussion points from administrative staff. Typical modes of PD delivery include, but are not limited to, on-site workshops and presentations, which may incorporate some form of presentation software such as Prezi, through the use of smartboard technology for shared viewing. Aside from this, the use of Web 2.0 for basic communication such as email, shared calendars, and mobile messaging are regularly incorporated to PD sessions. Also, standard productivity applications such as word processors are often utilized. Notably, the lack of flexibility allowing teachers to explore options of personal needs in regard to technology and incorporating it into the classroom is a predominant issue. Dexter and Jones 2014 tells us that there are challenges in that the rate at which technology is developing is significantly greater than the rate at which school boards are able to develop effective PD methods. It would appear as though the category of success relational to technology use for PD days unfortunately still falls within the realm of outdated. Yes, Web 2.0 features allow for faster modes of communication, document sharing, and powerful word processing. However, gaps do exist with consistency in the availability and use of technology for professional development days. Politically speaking, appropriate disbursement of funds must be considered when deciding the elements to implement in professional development for teachers. Although math is the government-mandated push, how can it best be distributed in order to benefit the majority of the teachers involved?